On December 8th, 2024, Bristol Motor Speedway hosted a high-octane event in the Triple Bypass Tennessee Storm Chaser Series. It was the second of 3 chase races that will end with a first-time series champion. Heading into the race, sexy Waltrip Kyle Greck held a slim 5-point lead over Matt Harmon, and the Central Machine Shop Watermelon Crawl 200 at Bristol was sure to be a nail-biter for all our chase drivers. The 200-lap race kept everyone on the edge of their seats with 6 different leaders, 7 lead changes, and only 7 cautions, slowing the action for 35 laps. Mark Herzog in car 57 took the spotlight, starting from 7th and racing to victory. Herzog dominated by leading 104 laps, and his strong performance moved him up 5 places in the chase, where he now sits in 3rd. Chad Bear in the 91 fought fiercely all night and finished just 0.2 seconds behind Herzog. Starting 3rd, Bear led 15 laps but couldn't push past Herzog in the closing laps and had to settle for 2nd. The 45 car driven by Al Corey put in a strong run to claim 3rd. After starting 6th, he battled his way to the podium and moved himself up 4 spots in the chase. He now sits in 5th. Non-chase drivers Brad Kress and Elton Wu rounded out the top 5 race finishers, both running in the top 10 all night. Our pole sitter and chase driver, Jeff Slaughter, struggled to a 12th place finish, dropping him 2 spots in the points, while sexy Waltrip hung onto his points lead, finishing in 8th. We hope you enjoyed this thrilling Triple Bypass Tennessee Storm Chaser Series recap. We'll see you next time.
Welcome along, everybody, to the fantastic Triple Bypass Racing League, and this is it. It's the Next Gen Playoffs finale, the final round here at the Lonestar Showdown 120 at Texas Motor Speedway. It's going to be an absolute cracker on the commentary tonight. Myself, there, Dean Biggles, Jim Cunningham will be alongside me in the booth to share all the glory with these drivers, the gladiators, and I think as well too we're going to have probably, we were talking about this in the green room there, Jim, but about 7 drivers, if I'm not mistaken, can take home the championship this evening.
Yeah, I believe that's right. And by the way, good to work with you again. And it's great to be back here doing more triple bypass NASCAR racing. I've covered all of their championships over the past week, and every one of them have been right down to the wire. So I don't expect anything different tonight. Literally the other night in the late model final, it came down to the final lap, and there were 2 spots difference. If the guy moves up 2 spots, the championship changes hands. So it was, I would just right down to the last minute. And here we go. We got if I understand, all the way down to Jeff Slaughter has a chance to win tonight. But obviously your main contenders here are going to be Kyle, sexy Waltrip Gretsch, Matt Harmon, and Mark Herzog, and Kyle Dewey in 4th, and Al Corey in 5th. Jason Benson in 6th, and Jeff Slaughter in 7th. And I believe that is the eligible drivers that can still get there in points tonight. And by the way, with Al Corey sitting in 5th place, he's one of those guys that you don't talk about him all race, and then when there's 5 laps to go, he's running 2nd or 1st, and he just always manages to get there. So yeah, this could be exciting tonight. Matt Harmon, Kyle Gretsch, I'm sure it's going to be a nice battle between those 2 tonight.
So just to clarify, because many leagues do many things differently, is this going to go on points, or this will literally be as the championship race? Whoever finishes ahead of anybody else, regardless, as long as they're finishing against their championship contenders, wins the overall series.
No, it goes by points.
It's a points one. Okay, sorry. Other leagues do other things, so I was just double clarifying one.
This is points, and so and I believe that's why when you get past Jeff Slaughter, they just can't earn enough points to to take over the lead. But I mean, really though, those top 4 or even 5 with Al Corey, I mean, anything could happen tonight. This is going to be exciting. And I tell you, we did another championship race at Texas the other night, and this place absolutely was eating up tires. it got so bad that some of those guys were finishing their stints at 35 to 45 laps on the tires, and they were finishing with 25% wear on their left front tire. I mean, right front tire. So it's this place is going to chew tires up. So anything can happen if somebody's good at saving their tires on the long run. And we didn't get many cautions either. This place was. It was a good long green flag runs. It was good racing.
Oh, and the snow's coming down on the track too, so these drivers are going to have to get their snow tires out. Another one, of course. That's just like and subscribe, as Santa Claus says. And maybe you'll get some fantastic iRacing gear or iRacing rigs for Christmas. But please support the channel, of course, for the Triple Bypass Racing League as well. The information was up there before in the Discord if you wanted to be able to participate for the next season. We have a grid. And let's have a look, my friend. Sean Bradley, there it is. Gets the pole. If you'd like to read through that for us.
He does. Yeah, sure. So we got, Sean Bradley on the pole. Kyle Gretsch, championship leader, sitting there on second. Al Corey in third. Mike Weida from Canada in fourth. Steve McClendon, he's been running up front in all these races this week. Ryan Hyatt in sixth. Mark Herzog in seventh. Kyle Dewey in eighth. Matt Harmon, your second place in the championship, in ninth. Ward Fisher in 10th. And John Campbell, that's JC John Campbell, the Australian. And Will Emmerich, and Jeff Slaughter in 12th. Brian Cooper in 13th. And Will Emmerich in 14th.
Yeah, a few other drivers as well, too. It doesn't show in our grid format because it set a time. And they don't set a time, it doesn't come up in our grid. But those are the drivers there at the moment, too. Well, actually, there are a few, as you'd mentioned there. Jason Benson, Ted Nicholas, John Crutchley, the NOJ, Dominic, Zenobi, Tyler, Rulans, Michael Seymour, Rick Ellingson, and Matthew.
And actually, Tex Nichols there in 16th. He's one of the sponsors of the one of the other triple bypass leagues for the whole season. And I believe this one is if I'm not mistaken, this is the Tennessee Storm Chasers. Is that right? This series, I'm sorry.
Yes, sir. It is the Tennessee Storm Chasers. Is correct.
Yes. And your race sponsor tonight is Matt Persini, and is Matt racing or is he doing?
Do not see Matt racing.
No, he's not. So he must be doing race control tonight. He does that in this series as well. So, which he does a fantastic job with that.
Yeah, thank you very much, Matt, for being our sponsor tonight and doing race control and doing everything behind the scenes. You're going to see on your timing tower those drivers that have the little gold next to them, because of course you're going to be picking up a gold trophy if you win this one, are the drivers that are in the contention for winning this championship for the Lone Star Showdown 120 for the Triple Bypass Next Gen Racing League. So you've got to finish just ahead of all your main contenders, and you've got it. I think well, not all drivers, of course. Some drivers would need to win the race, as you were talking about. It's points. And those points, as we mentioned, were up there on the screen again. So Carl looks good, Matt looks good, Mark looks good, Kyle and the other Kyle looks good. So a little bit of work to do for the rest of the field.
Yeah, I think, by the way, the pace car's off here. So looks like we're coming to Barney. Barney's got his arm up. He's been working hard this week. And we are green. Let's go racing. Championship racing in Texas.
Let's crank it up and have a listen to these cars for the first couple laps.
Sean Bradley and Kyle Gretsch out front there. Kyle slid cold tires. They're taking it pretty easy right now. They're not pushing too hard. Got to get some heat in those tires tonight.
Some of those body liveries at the moment. Sean Bradley in the lead here from Kyle, Steve. Now, just to let everybody know it there, we're going to have a stage break at lap 45. It will go caution. But we heard from Al before, who managed to pop into the broadcast booth there and let us know that he suspects most of the drivers come down, Jim, lap 35, around there, if they take care of their tyres?
It felt like, the fuel would last about, roughly 35, give or take. And, of course, they've got 3 sets of tires to do 120 laps tonight, so that should be enough. But it could get sketchy if if they get up in the, the 50 lap range on these tires, somebody comes down and doesn't take tires, something like that. With a 35 lap fuel run here, that should make them all pit before the stage break, which would be an interesting strategy how they do that.
Top two have checked out, mate. Literally checked out up the road there by a couple of seconds of change. Big battle between Al Core and Mike Weeder from Canada versus the United States of America. As Al's trying to hold on just to the outside apron there for the number 45 machine. Up on the inside there goes the Ford number 6. A few battles there between Mark and Matt. Very crucial for them, of course, there to be up the front with Ryan hanging in. Let's see whether Jeff Slaughter can have a good race in this one, because he didn't have a good race last week, as you saw in the fantastic race recap.
Yeah, he's had some good runs this week, though, in different series that they do. Matt Harmon is, he's crept up a couple of spots. He's up to 7th now, so he's our second place in championship. And then we got Mark Herzog there, and he's running in 6th right now, and he's 3rd in the championship. So, and he's, of course, the regular in-and-out burger car. He's every car he races has the in-and-out signage on it. I jokingly said they must be paying him a lot of money for it.
There's the front two, Sean Bradley and Kyle getting the job done up the road. Further back, as you can see, that battle between Steve now in that 151 machine. Let's get a little bit closer on that one. And Mike Reeder just up on his tailpipe. I mean, these two drivers here don't have a chance at winning the trophy, but certainly we get the Merry Christmas spirit there on the back there of Steve's 151 machine. He's up 2 places as well in this one, Jim, but they can be key makers for the rest of these championship contenders to either help them out with teammates there or become blockers and make it difficult.
Well, either one of those guys can win this race, so and they certainly could throw a monkey wrench in somebody else's plans tonight. They are. I missed right there. I was looking down. Did somebody just scrape the wall there?
Oh, probably a couple of people tangled the fence, mate. I would not be surprised.
There's JC John Campbell back there, my favorite Krispy Kreme car. He was running for the championship, I believe it was in the Xfinity Series this week, and he had a good run, but he got caught out by a late caution. He pitted, and the caution came out like 2 laps later, and unfortunately caught him a lap down. He lost his shot, but he was running really well this season.
Yeah, that's right. That's the, of course, I was going to John as well, too, being Australian. Got caught out by, got to be at the right place at the right time when you're driving. So there's the Krispy Kreme, John Campbell.
Just out of curiosity, what time is it there for you guys currently?
Currently, it's a nice, just after midnight.
Oh, okay. No, it's good, yeah. So a lot of these, like some of the English drivers, of course, that run over here,
it's 2 a.m.
2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a rough one.
Well, of course, unless he's working, because it is a Monday, for John. But clearly John's not working at the moment, or he's called in and said, I'm sick today.
Right, the championship. He's such a fun guy to talk to. I was jokingly saying all the Australians are always happy-go-lucky and fun, Is that Tex Nichols right there? No. Who's it? 8 or 88? They caught me out the other day. That's Slaughter, right? He has a little tiny 8 under his other 8, so it looks like Dale Jr.'s 8, but he's actually running the number 88.
Well, one thing he wants
got me the other night.
He wants to keep an 8 behind him, and that's the number 84 of Ward Fisher at this point. So there you go. There's 8 somewhere.
Yeah, Jeff Slaughter is fantastic. He's always it doesn't matter what the car. It could be the Xfinity, it could be the next gen. They run late models. He's just fast in all of them. A lot of these guys are though. They're all. This is a super competitive league. Great bunch of guys too, just for the sake of talking about it. If you're looking for a league to participate in that does races 5 nights a week, you need to definitely check out Triple By. They have some really competitive.
left and right. I like that.
Yeah.
As you can see, the drivers start to spread themselves out on the track. There's your track map. So half of the track now is currently occupied by these fantastic gladiators and next-gen cars. You can see just underneath the lap guide at the top of your timing tower, there's the stage break, stage 1. We're 13 laps down, of course, and 13 laps down in the race, but we'll go to 45 and then will be a caution. But we know that some of the drivers will be having to do green flag pit stops, Jim, if we continue to go green flag racing.
Yes, which that would be an interesting twist right off the bat here. Have to do green flag pit stops, and then with the caution coming 10 laps, roughly 10 laps later, for the stage break. That's going to be some interesting strategy. Skip taking tires so that you got some field position. Maybe you don't go a lap down if you can do it well enough, or some guys might get caught a lap down, due to their strategy. That would be interesting. That'd be fun to see how that shook out.
And Santa Claus once again would like you to ask if you'd kindly like to like and subscribe if you're enjoying the racing and enjoying all the fun here on By JPBroadcasting, the Triple Bypass Racing League. 15 down, 106 to go, but stage break, of course, at lap 45. We'll take it stops. Here it is. This is starting to build up a little bit behind Mike Weeder, my friend here, the battle for P3.
Well, yeah, and Wheelmen and McClendon, like I said, they're running right up there behind our two leaders. They're only a few seconds back. They Bradley and Gretchen stretched it out a little bit there. But I think that probably some of these guys are saving tires. They want to be able to get as deep in as they can with these tires, and especially if they're planning on maybe stopping for some fuel and then maybe pop in, just get a few gallons to make it to the stage break. Who knows? There's all kinds of strategies here. And there's the big boss man, Al Corey, running in fifth right now. Yeah, trying to put a move on McClendon.
Maybe fourth if he can take the Christmas livery car there of Steve. He certainly does. Al on the inside apron moves up. So does Mark. He sneaks on by.
Right there,
It looked to me like Steve wasn't putting up too much of a fight with them, knowing that they're more likely to go and win this championship, or at least need all the points they can to win this championship. So he's happy to sit back here and sit within the men from Temple in Georgia. And on top of it, he could also be saving his tires, as Al had mentioned to us earlier. That would be crucial, isn't it?
I think that's what a lot of these guys are doing right now, especially with that stage break and the fuel situation. You don't want to come down at 35 laps and get stuck lap down stage break. So I think these guys are going to probably we'll see, maybe just pop in for a little splash of gas to make that to the stage break. Stay on the same tires. Plus there's no reason to tear this stuff up and so people in the race, on lap.
Mark making gains at the moment. There's the 57, almost past Michael Weeder there, the Canadian. He's going to stick it up on the inside there, and he will take that position. He knows at the moment, I think he needs to catch his other championship contender right there of Kyle, who is up the road.
Weeder kind of washed up the track there a little bit. His tires may be getting a little slippery already. He definitely slid up the track right there, and of course, as I'm sure everyone knows by now, we had the update at the beginning of the week, and they've added the marbles actually have an effect on the racing now in the NASCAR oval track stuff. So you got these marbles building up the top side of the track, and if you happen to get up there, they can put you in the wall. I was doing some racing earlier this week, and I got up in them and didn't realize they were going to have that effect. And man, I slid right into the wall. They are, and they build up as the race goes on, and then they can even get drugged down the track if somebody runs through them. It's an interesting update this week. So I think people are still getting used to that and what effect that's going to have on the racing.
Absolutely correct as well, too. You can come up there and kick some of the dust and all that stuff on the inside of the track up, too. And, of course, if you're on road course, like I was last night for a broadcast here on the JP Broadcasting Network, for TSRC, that was quite interesting because there was a lot of debris up on that track. It turned into a skating rink at some point later on. We have a caution, and that's Dominic. That's a little bit of an issue here at the moment. There he is.
Oh, he's facing, yeah.
Wrong
got it
direction,
right-
sir.
Yeah, he got it spun around there the wrong way.
Let's go back and have a look at the replay on that one to Paul Dominic's car. He's going very slow at this point anyway. Oh, and
Oh, man.
yeah, let's have a look.
Wow,
What do you reckon's happened with this one there, Jim? Because he was already super slow around here. Now, we're right on board. See if he's missed a gear or something.
Well, they wouldn't be shifting, so it wouldn't be that. But
He's turning and the car's not turning. Look, no traction.
Yeah, he just pushed up bad. Yeah, pushed up and slid in front of the 7-Eleven car there, and fortunately he got in the rear end of him. But yeah, I mean that's a sign. Those tires are probably starting to slip. But you get 3 sets of tires. It's a little early to be putting tires on right now. I'd be interested to see if anybody comes down. I'm sure they're going to come down for fuel. Actually, I mean.
Yeah, I think so as well, and that's going to be crucial. You could jump a couple of drivers here if you do just splash and dash and not take tires. They have 3 sets of tires. Now, I'm quite sure if it's 3 sets additional to the set of tires that you started the race on. So,
that's correct.
And they're coming down. They are coming down. I think it would be a waste of a cheap pit stop if you didn't, because of the fact that, Jim, that you might not get another one before the stage break.
Yeah, no, you have to come down and get fuel here for sure. It'd be interesting to see. I don't think anybody, well, they might. It's be a little early to take a full set, but I tell you what, you could gamble here and take right side tires. Just go with right sides only. You get out of the pits quick, and you'll still have another set to go right sides later in the race.
Somebody missed a pit box. Keep an eye on that. Yep, there's one car in the background there going up, and then the rest of just a splash and dash.
Yeah.
Just a splash and dash for most of the drivers. So that'll be quite interesting. Hope everybody's enjoying themselves, having a fun time here for the finale race. We will be crowning a champion for the Triple Bypass League in the Next Gen Series. And this is the Lonestar Showdown here in Texas, where everything's bigger and better.
Yeah, and of course, I'm based out of Texas too, so that was pretty good. The Lonestar Showdown. Which everything's the Lone Star something around here in Texas, which is funny, We, oh, look at that. Nice. They all got running their Merry Christmas liveries. That's nice. So that's
Merry Christmas.
I forgot you had that one in the wheelhouse.
It's snowing at the moment on the track. Yeah, Steve stayed out, mate. That's the reason why he's elected to take track position. Hey, cautions breed cautions. It might pan out for him a little bit later on.
I don't know, but it looks...
He's coming in.
It looked like he was, wow, that's strange. I wonder if he just missed?
Could have. Mike Weeder is coming in as well, too, so I think Mike has already been in, so this is a second pit stop for Mike. He might be electing to take some boots now. John, also, Nodge, the NOJ, he's going to go in.
Interesting strategy, guys. I wonder what they're up to here.
Maybe it's an extra lap or 2 of fuel that they've just done on the pace car. I've seen drivers do that before. They're electing to give away that track position and have more later.
I can't see that with 20 laps to the next caution.
Yeah, but they might stay out for the next caution and not come in. They might be taking some tires right now and then elect to just stay out once that caution comes. As you're all aware, at the moment it's going to be coming in about 20 laps, so then they'll get track position. That's possibly a strategy.
That would be an interesting strategy, but you're going to be on 20 lap older tires.
But then if there's another caution, a little swing in there. Yeah, it's a gamble. If you're running at the back, and sometimes you'd see drivers do that, but Weeder was not running at the back, so neither is Steven for the 151, so they're definitely taking a gamble.
Even Naj was, he was up front as well. Top 10. I don't know. Those boys are up to something, though. I'd be interested to see. But here the pace car's peeling off, and we're working old Barney to death up here. Go get him, Barney.
Green.
Yep, we're green again. And Bradley got a nice jump. On the start system. Every time I've seen a race, he's just jumps and starts so nice. Rich is right there with him. Oh, Herzog's sliding up there in third. Harmon's in fourth. I didn't even realize he got up there.
Yeah, look
We
at
got all
that.
our championship contenders up here.
Exactly. Look at that. Tony John Campbell is throwing a spanner in the mix there with championship contenders, but that's good to see. They're actually putting the pedal to the metal. They realise you've got to get every single point you possibly can. Everybody has to basically almost gang up on Kyle and Mark and those drivers there, and just really quickly causing the points. And Matt actually as well. So Kyle, Matt, and Mark, if the other drivers at the moment of the other Kyle, Al, and Benson and Dewey and stuff like that, they need to be working together to finish ahead of, well, basically at this point, everybody needs to finish ahead of Kyle. Sean Brady at the moment is the one that Kyle has not managed to get past yet. But I tell you what, Mark's looking quick. Mark has really sliced and diced his way through the field. So does Matt, hasn't he? They are 5 forward and 7 positions gained for Mark, Matt, and Jeffrey running 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
I mean, obviously these guys have been fast all year. They wouldn't, be championship contenders. But Herzog has been really fast this week in all these different championship races I've been doing with them. I mean, he's got that old in-and-out car up there. Yeah, he took a beating the other night and still ran amazing. He's just he's winning races, championship. He's on it. He's got his cars dialed in nicely. He likes these conditions in Texas, apparently. Tough track. So, yeah. Old Bradley's up there trying to spoil everybody's party, though, isn't he?
Yes, he is, and he certainly can, for sure. And every driver here is entitled to winning it, regardless if you're in the championship hunt or not. There's quite a lot of people surprised about to start another lap around here with 91 to go. And the stage breaks are creeping in.
Mike Guida is all the way back up to 8th place.
Wow.
Yeah.
After he came in a lap after everybody else.
Yep. And now he's all the way back up to 8th place. I didn't watch to see what he did. He had to take time to be flying up the speed.
His pit stop was a 10-second pit stop. A lot of the other drivers were around 8 to 7 seconds, so he might have taken one side of tires.
Yeah, right. He might have taken right side tires, but something he's that's fast, man. To come up from, I think he was in like 16th or 17th place, and in just a few laps here, he's all the way back up almost into the top 5.
Mark's trying to bring sexy back and put Kyle.
Well, there's a story to that, when the Michael Waltrip. I didn't know what it all meant. I just knew who Michael Waltrip, and I knew that was his throwback kind of paint scheme. But apparently Michael Waltrip, for those who don't know, I'm pretty sure everybody that's watching knows this, though, because they're all friends. But Michael Waltrip was on Dancing with the Stars.
I didn't.
And he wore a bikini top. And so if you look when he pits, when Kyle pits, he's got Michael Waltrip in a bikini top on his pit motorcycle. We need to watch
Yes, I've seen that actually. Somebody sent me a photo. I didn't manage to put it up on the screen there. How's this for a man that possibly did take tires? He is slicing and dicing through his field like he's taking candy from championship contending babies. Weeder. That's good. That's exactly what you mentioned him. This is the difference in tires alone, and look at that, mate. He has just annihilated the field in just about 2 laps on those freshens.
Yeah, it's been I don't even know how many laps it's been. No more than about 4 or 5, and he's come from 15th, 16th, all the way up to take the lead. And he just walked by some really fast cars.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting for these other drivers to and their engineers out there down in the pit road and start calculating some numbers there and going, if this guy can make up that many positions in that many laps, then we definitely have to start thinking about our tyre strategies. Not to mention he is using a set as well, or at least half a set, so that can come into play in later because we are still early in this race. It's 87. We know that this driver will probably be taking tyres come at the end of the stage break in shy of 9 laps.
Well, he's running in excess of a second faster than most of the other guys out there, and more than a second on most of them. But I'm talking about the really fast guys up front. He's putting over a second a lap on those guys. So that is what tires do. I mean, he's got 4 or 2. We're not sure, but whatever he took right there, he is flying.
Yeah, and he wants to maintain that gap, although I wouldn't push too hard with him because that stage break coming up, you're going to re-rack and restack him anyway, so all you're going to do is chew tyres out, and guess what? It's come early here, but the Raptors turn 4, caution, and that, I can't see who it is. Al's, oh, it's Al! It's Al! Facing into the fence, he's had the toe, and let's go back and have a look at Al, the boss man, championship contender. Got a lot of work to do right now. Let's have a look.
Oh.
Is he already going slow and he's heading into pit road? He's locked the rears? That's interesting. Yes. He was heading down pit road. And he has locked the rears.
Yeah, like he was.
Let's go on board. Oh, he's really, really off the power here. Like, I'd say really early. And then, yeah. Does that look like a technical? I think something's, broken the car there. And he was trying to head down a pit road perhaps to fix it or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But
yeah, unless he was going to get tires and going to stay out when everybody else pitted at the stage break or something.
I'll tell you what, Jim, this is an interesting strategy right now. We've seen how quick Mike can make his way up here in a handful of laps. Now, if you're the other drivers, you want to quickly lose your track position, jump in there, get some fresh tyres, and have a good shot of winning a stage break. Remember, these drivers need as many points as possible, and Sean Bradley is one of those drivers that are electing to do this. Here we go. John Campbell, Jason Benson. I'd say this is a good gamble for some of the drivers to pay off. We don't know if it's going to be a good, if it's going to work, if they're going to get enough time to slice and dice through the field to win the stage break.
It doesn't seem that any of the top championship contenders are doing that, though.
Oh, they're chicken. They're chicken. Chicken guys, come on. Here you can see these drivers coming in pit lane will be taking some tyres, no doubt. Of course, you don't want to. You also don't want to risk it for the biscuit, isn't it? You got a championship up for grabs. If it goes pear-shaped, you miss out on a lot of points.
What happened with Al Corey is I just got a message. He did not get fuel on his pit stop. Must have had some kind of error there or something. Unchecked the fuel thing or something. And so he was having to come in for fuel because he was at the end of his fuel run, and then unfortunately spun it, coming into pit lane. So that's why he was coming down pit lane. He was, he was running out of fuel.
Oh yeah, you kind of need that. So just to let Matty, and of course we have to thank you as well too, Matt. We were trying not to. That's not the one I wanted for it. Yeah, mess up the sponsor at the moment there, Matty.
Yeah. Yes.
You got the pronunciation of it, my friend? Yeah, you got that one then, Jim?
Matt Persini, I believe is how you say it.
Hopefully you got that one right, Matt. And we are checking DMs we will be checking DMs for race control updates because he's race control.
And actually, race control just let us know that Tyler Rualis, the number 160 car, is out of the race. Not sure why, but he is out. Which he'll be more than likely, I would guess, jumping into the YouTube chat. He usually is pretty active in there when he's not racing, so I'm sure we'll probably see him in there and he'll let us know what happened in a little while.
All right, I hope so.
We've got somebody down on the apron there. Looks like it's Cooper, the 93 car. He must be pulling. Is he going to do a late pit stop there? No, he's just. That's strange. I wonder what's going on with him.
Yeah, I know. It's very interesting because he's not at full speed. Oh,
he just dropped back to. Yeah, he might have been. If he got the wave around or something, he probably is starting had to go to the back of the longest line. That's pretty standard. Or possibly a pit road penalty.
Yeah, keep an eye out on this man and the likes of some of the other drivers behind him. John here, Sean Bradley, Jason Benson, John Campbell, all with some fresh boots there to come down. So that'll be interesting to see if they can slice and dice their way through the field here in just shy of about 6 laps to go for the stage break. Barney, let's get it rolling for the Lonestar Showdown.
Yeah, so they're off again. Looks like everybody maintained good gapping there. Race control let me know that they were watching some of these drivers for not maintaining proper spacing and trying to leave a little lag back and get a run on somebody. So they were watching that close, but it looked like all the drivers were behaving there from what I could see.
All wide?
Well,
Not yet.
it's early. It's Texas. 3 wides, no problem.
Look at this. You're going to see some of these drivers with fresh tyres and some of these drivers with older tyres, and you know that these drivers with the fresh boots can go down the inside apron there and trust it and can slide out into the fence. They are making some gains, but are going to be running out of time. There's your stage break information up there. 4 to go. That's going to be a lot to do, isn't it, in a short time? It's a long way to go and a short time to get there.
You ought to write a song about that.
We should write a song about that. 4 to go.
I don't know. This is going to be an interesting strategy now because you're going to have guys that are coming in to pit and guys that aren't going to pit. It's really, that caution there really, the caution that Al brought out there really threw a little kink in the plans here for some of these guys.
3 to go now. Yep. Biggest Spencer's Jason. He has managed to slice his way up to P8 on those fresh boots. So he's the one, but he might have enough time. You never know. Some of these drivers have been slicing and dicing their way through. They are slowly catching a couple of trucks up the road, cars. But I don't think they'll get to them in time. 2 to go now. Mike in the lead from Ward Fisher, now up 8 places. That's the 84 machine. Then you've got a big gap back to Mark here. And he's the first of our championship contenders.
I think at that point he's just, you don't put any stress on your tires with 2 to go here. That's Kyle. He was got a little loose there. Got a little loose there or something. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, that's got to be a rough feeling. You're the championship leader and your car's all squirrely back there, man.
Yeah, because they're pushing it on the same. We assume on the same set they started the race on. They only went down Splash and Dash in lap 23. 2 to go now. Jeff Slaughter making his way, battling it out there with the Aussie there, John Campbell up the road, and Jeff he's having a lot better race so far than what he had last week, and of course he needs to have good races here, but he's also one of those has a chance for the championship. It's a slim one, but we have a caution on the speedway. That'll end the stage break, unless that that is the stage break. I forgot in this series it actually happens on that very last lap, not the lap after. There it is.
Yeah.
Weeder gets the stage win on that one from Ward Fisher, but Mark's, crucially, if he paid out on points on stage breaks, he'll take more out of anybody else than Carl Welly, Jason Benson, and Kyle, our championship leader, down to P6.
What's funny about this broadcast? You and I might be the 2 worst guys with pronouncing names. And we're stuck together. I apologize for myself and my partner here for all the mispronounced names that we do tonight. Oh,
yes,
man. Yeah.
Let's see. So I was going to say drivers are coming down. Not all of them.
Yeah.
But Mark is. No. I think our championship contenders are heading down. I think you're right on that one. Yeah. So there he is, the Kyles. It sounds like a law firm, but it's not. It's the 2 Kyles, Jeff Slaughter, Matt. Everybody so far that's in the championship. No, my apologies on that. Jason Benson, remember, he boxed earlier.
He just pitted on that other stop, and so he stayed out. But that's fine. That's good move for him. So he gave him a little track position. But I'll be curious to see who look at JC John Campbell coming out quick there. Yeah. He must have only got gas. He must have
got
fuel.
Gas. Yep. 5 second pit stop.
There goes Herzog out, way ahead of. Wow. I mean, Kyle got out of there slow. That was a long pit stop for him. Not that it's bad. It's way early in the race. He'll work his way right back up to the front, I'm sure. But surprising. Yeah, Benson, of course, stayed out. But, Herzog was out fast. Dewey, then Kyle. And you got Jeff Slaughter there.
What happened there? Why are they completely stopped? He's completely stopped. I thought there was... I thought I had a moment with my iRacing, but there's Weeder and Ward Fisher. They're just waiting for the pace car. There's Jensen. What's happened here? I've never seen that before. I've never seen cars completely stopped. They're at the start-finish line. There, waiting for this pace truck. There it is. Wow.
I guess that's...
You've seen that before? And now they should pick
I
up
have
the
not.
pace. Yep, you got to pick up the pace quickly too. 'Cause you didn't drop a couple of places here, although you should be able to shift yourself back into that.
No, you
Yeah.
they'll let you right back in your spot. They have it there. I guess that was... either they were forced to do that, but I don't think so. My guess is that they did that so that it would just get the field back bunched up together quicker. I think that's probably why they did that. That would be my guess anyway.
Pretty short caution as well too. I wanted to see if we got a little bit of a chin wagon with one of the drivers, especially probably Mike Weeder there on the stage break win. But in the next caution, hopefully out there, if everybody's tuning in, thank you for 13 also tuning in for the championship race, and make sure you hang in there to see who will wrap up this one and hold the ultimate driver's trophy, as the pace car is going to make its way around turns 3 and turn 4, and then Barney's going to wait that green again. Green flag racing. Difference, of course, now. Mike Weeder box back on lap 24. Ward Fisher, lap 23. Jason Benson, lap 37. Rick Elson, sorry, there. 23?
Yep.
Sean Bradley, lap 37.
Yeah, so the first guy that actually pitted on this stop is John Campbell, but we know he only took fuel. So your first guy that's going to be on tires is going to be Mark Herzog and Kyle. So, and they were both running up front earlier, so I got a feeling they're probably going to get right back up there. Especially the tires. But you do have to watch these guys on older tires. They're either tires that are hot, or or they get cool and get a little slick. So you really got to watch the first lap or two to make sure all these guys on 20 lap tires don't slide up and
And it's cranking it up time, because we're cranking her up for the final race of the season. This is it, because after this there is no more races until the new year. So if you want to be a part of it, sign up, of course, and get a chance to come out here and race with these Top Gun gladiators.
Hey, you're excited about good racing and getting to be on broadcast. They broadcast a lot of their races on in this league across mini series. The guys help out, and they get a lot of these races broadcast. So if that's something that gets you excited, then that's all the more reason to look at Triple Podcast.
Get yourself excited, eh? I was going to say it was Canadian 1-2, from... they're going to hate me for doing that, but anyway. You always go mate in Australia. Should be... yep, throw another sausage on the barbie. I'm snagging the barbie. Steve has made his way, slice and dice for two of them. Sean Bradley now in the lead. That's because of those fresh boots that they have, and they box back on lap 37. But here comes Kyle. Just at the fastest lap on that last lap, and championship leader at the moment, doing championship things, driving like them.
Yeah, fastest lap of the race. He's putting them down to get back up front again. Damn, yeah, that's a
sexy guy.
Yeah, he is. Bringing sexy right back to the front.
Yes, sir.
Of course, it was him and Sean Bradley up there, a good portion of this race. So, of course, not surprising. He's on fresh rubber. He's going to get back up to the front. And he just blistered another fast. Wow.
Yeah, Mike Weeder's strategy of staying out on that one. He probably knew. He could see he's dropping back a little bit into the clutches of Jason Benson and Mark Petz. So that's to be expected. He probably knows that one, but he's on a different strategy. They might have that a little bit later on to this race as well. But there's your top three. And I'll tell you what, Carl's the one that's got a bigger smile on his face, because he has that little gold behind his name at the time cap. It's good on than anybody else.
Yeah, and he's, of course, the other guys that are not that far back. You got, Herzog is right there in sixth, 2 seconds or so behind that group. And then, of course, Matt Harmon was, he's in eighth right now. Probably just biding his time. So he's always laying in there right now. There's Tex Nichols right there with the beautiful red, white, and blue Texas, Lonestar, Texas type paint job there.
That's Jeff's logo.
Oh, is that Jeff?
That's
is.
Jeff.
I did it again.
That's the number 88. Remember the little tiny 8 that's next to it?
I tell you, he's got me every race this week. Every race. I say he's not going to get me, and he does.
I'll tell you what, one thing that some of you might be getting is Sean Bradley as Kyle right on his bumper, ready to get the overtake done so they can get a gap up the road even further.
Bradley's getting loose right there. Man.
A giggle and a jobble and a loosey-goosey between these two. There you go. Kyle on the outside. Sean on the inside. Give him a little bit of door banging. Why not? It's a championship race. Although Sean's not in the championship, he certainly don't want to be turning at Kyle. He'll be a very unhappy camper. It'll be a lot of
you got all the stuff. Oh man, you cracked me up.
Oh, that didn't go out on the stream, but unfortunately, I would set that up. But I should at some point. It's just a beep button out there for anybody else.
Yes, for who didn't know, yeah.
I've been in a lot of EVs before with some heated drivers, so I have to get that at the ready. Hopefully not tonight.
Now these guys, they usually. I tell you what, I have not seen one ill-tempered person in any race I've ever done with triple bypass. These guys have fun and they're all friends. You know, apparently it's a good friendship in the league there, and always happens. Yeah, I tell you what, man, Kyle running that close to Bradley after he had just seen him sliding around was a pretty bold move for a championship leader to try to get the lead back at 58 laps into the race. I believe I'd have left a little more room for myself there.
Some continuing battles happening further back in the field here. Ward Fisher and Dominic Zanobi. We're going for two for now. Ward Fisher, of course, in the red 84 machine. We saw he's way a little bit front there, differently on the straight. You're about to get lap actually, they didn't get the Al Corey, unfortunately, did the boss man. He's got a bit of work to do. He's running all the way a lap down in P21st, which is actually last at this point because Tyler has had a D and F that we pushed.
Yes, but he's the only guy a lap down right now.
Yes.
So that means if we get another caution, Al's going to be right back on the lead lap.
Yeah, and Al's praying for a caution at the moment. For sure, no doubt. We won't have any more stage breaks. Everybody's just tuned in. We had our first stage break and our only stage break at lap 45. Now these guys won't be able to go to the end because we heard you're only going to get about 35 laps out of a tank of gas, and they've only got 3 sets of tyres available to them. So they are using those tyres wisely. Some of the drivers electing to change only half of those tyres. Some drivers electing not to change them at all. And just splash them back.
We just hit the halfway mark, so
Yes,
there's 60 laps to go now. So the guys are, they're doing pretty good. Most of them should still have 2 sets of tires. So, that's 2 30-lap stretches in theory. So the tires should be okay from here, depending on it when the cautions fall or
not to the end. No.
I'm saying on their sets of tires they have left in the pit.
Yes, that's right, actually.
So nobody's going to run. Nobody should be, too bad unless somebody gambles after the next stop and tries to stretch the tires out. But I think we. Oh, it sure is.
Very early stop for Ward Fisher, but Ward Fisher was running a little bit further in the back. Look at this! Welcome along, tuning in for the Lonestar Showdown finale for the triple bypassing next gens. Drivers with the goal behind the names are the ones who have a chance for a championship, at least to get more points than they need. We'll get that information. Ward Fisher, Mark Weeder has gone down a pit road, and I think he almost crashed going into pit road as well, too. We'll see if I can get some of that information. It just was very, very, very slow. Let's have a quick geese up. Oh,
okay. Well, Ward Fisher was in the pits because he had a penalty for speeding, so he had to come in speeding on pit road. Now, what's going on with Mike Weeder?
I believe he ran out of gas. It looked like he was very, very, very slow and creeped his way down in the pit road. That's a possibility. Remember, he was on a different strategy as well. So we'll see if we get anything from race control about that one. But it looks to me like the second driver. Remember, Al also the same thing. Short fuel, we looked at ran into the pits.
Yeah, I don't. Unfortunately, we don't have the information on any pitted last because he's in the pits now. So, yes, but to answer the question about the '84 car and why he was in the pits, he had a penalty for speeding on pit road. Fisher. And so he had
Thank you for that. So, this is where you can throw a blanket over these drivers at the moment, and a few of them in the championship hunt there. Jeff Slaughter, Kyle, John Campbell, Jason Benson is Rose with further back. Kyle's still in the lead, just over Sean Bradley, who's managed to keep with him in the pace. We know Sean Bradley, pole sitter this evening, has been super quick here in this race. And once again, he could be a little bit of a spanner in the mix for some of those other championship contenders later on, if we get down to 56 laps to go. But where Kyle currently is at this point leading this race will win the championship. So the rest of the drivers are all aware of that, and we're going to somehow find a way to strategize there, because at the moment they might have to catch him.
That's Al Corey coming down pit road.
Yep.
By the way, the 6 car had to tow. He was out of fuel. 6 car ran out of fuel. And the 091 has a penalty for speeding.
Naughty boys.
Yes.
You can't be speeding in a championship race. Well, of course, if you're a championship contender. But you got to hit the marker. And you think about the few seconds, maybe a few milliseconds or like a few tenths that you're going to save by plowing into the pit lane at 1,000,000 miles an hour and then getting a good pit lane time. But if you get it all pearl-shaped, you just cost yourself 3 to 4 times more time.
If you've had a long green flag run and you're coming in to try to pit, sometimes it's just, it's just hard to get the car woed up enough to get it in there. It happens. It happens to me a lot, actually. I'm famous for hitting the line and locking the brakes up as I'm hitting the line.
You know what I do find, but, and I see it all the time because I see drivers in practice sessions, some of them setting up graphics for broadcasting, just generally doing other things or watching the practice sessions, as you can see. The drivers coming out of pit road at the moment. But drivers don't practice their pit stops enough, mate. I think that's what it comes down to, practice too, because I know you might be making some excuses for drivers. But I see drivers just pull off to the side of the road and tow back to pit road. I don't see them drive back very often. This is both road courses and ovals. And every time, I think you've got to drive back. That way you're practicing.
I have to say I'm horribly guilty of that.
See? Yeah. See, every time you do that, mate, you're just one less time that you're practicing your pistol. In different conditions, could be a hot track, could be a cold track, your tires could be able to be blistered and worn, or you can have fresh tires. All that sort of stuff as Mark makes his way up into P3.
Transitions coming from the bank part of the track
there you go.
Flat to get into pit road at high speed away from you. You're right. You're 100% right, and I'm famous for doing that. I don't.
Another thing drivers don't practice that I noticed too is the actual pit box as well. So that's another thing, because I've seen so many drivers, more on road courses too, make huge mistakes in the pits and cost them a ton of time and losing positions and sometimes even championships. And another thing is, we don't do it here, but practice race starts. It's a standing still race. I've seen I've seen one driver do it a couple of times during a league race, and guess what? He was the quickest off the grid every time in races because of practicing. John Campbell.
So these guys that pitted on lap, Sean Bradley up there in second he pitted on lap 37. So he's right at it. He's got to pit here soon.
Yeah, Sean Bradley just behind Kyle. There's your idea of the lap times as well too on your timing tower. So we'll keep an eye on those tires.
He's at 35 laps right now.
Yeah. And Jason Benson goes in. This is what I'm saying. You've got to keep an eye on those times up there too on the timing tower. That is their last lap times. If you start seeing drivers get down into the 30s with these full fresh tires out there, if they have them, then that's going to be something for the rest of the field to keep an eye peeled on. You won't see those times. Yes, you will. Fisher's got it. Corey's got it. You see that? Weeder, 30s. Someone. And that's drivers at the moment. These low drivers in the leader edging up to the late 31s, and that'll be the 32s. Once you start going 32 and a half or more per lap, you've got to come in there because you're losing too much time for these other drivers.
Well, the thing is, though, these guys are all a lap down because they're pitting under green. And you got the guys who pitted on lap 45. They are.
Pick up Sean.
He had to.
Steve.
He's got it. Yeah. But he had to. He was, But these guys that pitted on lap 45, they still got another 5, 6, 7 laps maybe. If a caution comes out right now, those guys on that other strategy are in a bad spot. But you'll also notice that none of the championship guys were or none of the main championship contenders were on that strategy.
Yeah, you can see that currently at the moment. There's your top 5 on there. We know that Al, unfortunately, is a lap down after that. Jeff Slaughter, Kyle comes in. So this is a championship contender for both of them. Kyle Twelly and Jeff.
Al had to pit again, and he's 2 laps down now. He pitted on lap 60, lap 63, and so he's 2 laps down now. So he's nowhere near the lucky dog.
No, can't. No. There's the pit stop strategy on the grid there. So showing you the top 10 drivers. You can see there that's the stint length. So at the current stint that they're in, they're 30 laps on those tires. As you can see, for all the drivers in the top 10 in one which as you can see there.
So depending on how they were saving fuel here.
Now, P10.
Well, if you're going to believe this thing's going to go green, then, like you said, you don't want to give up too much time to these guys on fresh rubber. But, the question is, up the wall there. That was high end, okay. The question is, do you stay out and hope for a caution and lose lap time, or do you pit and mess your race up if a caution comes out after you pit? I mean, it's literally what happened to John Campbell the other night. He made the decision to go ahead and pit. As he's pulling out of the pits, the yellow flag trapped the lap down and never could get back to the lucky dog spot. It cost him a championship, or cost him a run at a championship. It wasn't guaranteed.
Wonder if this is going to, it's a few more drivers coming down. That's Ted, Nicholas. I wonder, see, this is the difference of Kyle here at the moment. Now, he's trying to bring Sexton back. He needs to get down to pit road, as you'd mentioned. He's doing lap times of 13.2. So let's say 32, it's 31.9.
Well, him and Harmon are almost running identical, and Herzog as well. They're right there together lap time wise. I think when one of those... When one of those guys pits, I think all 3 of them are going to pit. Oh, Harmon must be in.
Harmon's in.
Dropping down. Yeah.
Harmon's in.
Okay.
Sean Bradley will get these places back. Sean Bradley still on the lead lap. Remember, was leading this race. Give and take, actually, just behind Kyle. So, and he's doing lap times. Kyle's in. Sean Bradley was doing lap times of 30s.
And Herzog.
And Hertz.
Herzog's right behind him. Both of them are coming in. Yep.
This will be very, very interesting. I got a sneaking suspicion that Sean Bradley can be zooming on by those drivers very, very soon here to resume the lead.
We're going to see.
Take the lead.
Yes, that may happen, but also their tires are going to be 10 laps fresher than his. Yeah,
if we don't get another late caution in the race.
Yeah.
Here comes Sean Bradley now. And he's going to be seeing all these drivers down the pit road. There you go.
Well, they can't go to the end from here. There's 40 laps to go. They would really have to stretch that fuel out to go 40, I think.
So there comes out Kyle. There comes out Mark, John Campbell, Jason Benson, Kyle, Matt, Jeff. Championship leaders are all there coming in their separate things. John stayed out, but he's coming back in now, the nudge.
Yeah, Nudge is in now.
So that will actually flip once again. Now, Sean Bradley back in the lead. Now, Bradley's going to have keep an eye on that one. He's going to have a lead over Steve. And now Steve's nomination gained some positions at people in 151.
Yes.
Christmas liveried car. Then Kyle.
Yeah.
So.
And Herzog's right behind him, and Harmon's back there in 7 coming. So, yeah. Give it a few laps to shake out here. We'll see. Once Kyle and Herzog get back up to speed, we'll see what their tires those 7 or 8 lap pressure tires, that's going to make enough difference to be able to run him down. Because right now, Bradley has about 5 seconds over Kyle.
And Jason just hit that fence too, as well as he's trying desperately to keep Matt Harmon behind him. Championship contenders once again. These two, as you can see with their name, Jeff's a little bit further down the road from them, but 28 versus the 42.
Yeah. That's interesting. That's got a different paint scheme. I'm so used to him running that throwback Davey Allison paint scheme. No, it's autism. Yeah, he's got an autism paint scheme on there. We get a chance, we need to look at that at some point. Teacher, Jenny, I can't read the bottom of it, but yeah, we'll have to get a. He's got my name on the side of the car.
Well, what?
Yeah, Cunningham Tire. I don't know Cunningham Tire, but that's my name. I'm going to say that he's running my name on his car.
He's running your tires. I didn't realize you had a tire business there.
Yeah, well, you know, I diversify, you know.
Look at this traffic, and right, this is another thing that drivers have to deal with. Put the track map up. Lots of lap cars all over the place here, and you've got to just smooth sail through there. I don't think a lot of these drivers would be putting up too much of a fight or trying to make them yield too much. They're knowing they're in a completely different battle. There's a championship, and there's a P2, of course. He's going to slice and dice his way through the field. They don't have to move over. It's not like road courses where you got a yellow flag and a blue flag and you just move over. These drivers are still just. I'd block him. I'd be like, you're not getting past me.
They'd put a bumper to you and push you into the wall.
Oh, I'd turn anybody on the track in a heartbeat, mate. I'm an Australian. That's how we drive. Have you seen Mad Max?
Oh, look, man. Yeah, it's Mad Max. It's funny. Yeah, but I tell you what, man. Old Marcus Ambrose, when he first came over to the United States, he was pretty aggressive, man. He on a road course, he would really lay the bumper to you, you know. And he got to where he could run pretty good on the ovals, but obviously when he came to a road course, you know, he was so fast and had the worst luck ever. But man, he would flat put a bumper on you on a road course quick.
Well, that's because, you know, the Fiat Supercars, they would do a bit of door banging, you know, in a while. So that's probably what he was used to in Australia, of course. The Fiat Supercar champion too comes over to the United States. It's a different kind of fish.
But yeah, well, now you got Van Ginsberg. Obviously, came over here, did something that's almost unheard of to win your first NASCAR start. You know, that's crazy. That's insane.
He races in another series for Australian NASCAR series that will be starting up again next season as well. It's going to be popular and races when he can. So it's more experience.
Okay. So, by the way, I just got the 405 apparently had a black flag. Will Emmerich had a black flag for speeding on pit road. And unfortunately, it looks like Brian Cooper, the 96 car, had internet issues and he's out of the race, unfortunately.
All right, so let's have a look at how this is going to pan out currently in the moment. Carl in P3 in this race. Looking strong. Yeah. Mark, at the moment, in P3 in the championship standings. He's just behind Kyle. And Matty is P2 in the championship. He's just behind Mark.
I mean, they're literally probably within a point of each other, Matt and Mark. But the thing is, getting by Kyle isn't going to get it done. They've got to beat Kyle by several positions.
You got to door him. You got to turn him. That's the only way. I'm just not suggest that for the drivers, but it would be the only way.
Yeah, you got to lay a bumper on him. You got to wreck him. Put him in the wall.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a very nice thing to do. These drivers don't do that anyway. They're well respected of each other, and they know you got to beat somebody on the track. And this time you're going to beat him by clean a mile.
If you put him in the wall, it's still on the track.
Yeah, but you don't want to win that way, do you? You're gonna win a championship by dooring somebody.
It's been done
you wouldn't feel that good, I think, at the end of the day with the championship win after doing that.
They've done it in NASCAR. They did it many years.
Oh, that's okay. You worth
good.
millions of dollars at that point, isn't it? So you kind of risk it for the biscuit. These drivers are doing this, you know,
Yeah. Right.
for most of the time too. A lot of
Pride.
supports, of course, and thank you.
Pride and trophies. Yeah.
Race sponsor, of course, Manning down there also in race control. So that one, which is hopefully a bit quiet for Matty here on this race, thankfully.
No, actually, no. He's been giving me all this stuff though about the guys speeding and everything. That's who's. Yeah, Matt's taking care of us.
He's only had to hold his radar gun out this evening and catch drivers speeding up the road. He hasn't had to go through and analyze races, crashes, thankfully, wrecks. So that's a good sign.
No, he has not. He did. He was on their hind ends about that first restart though. He didn't like the way some of them were lagging back.
Al's coming in
back
again. So does Mike Weeder, who's just not having a good race after that. Running out of fuel. I think getting a speeding in the pit lane and all that sort of jazz. But yeah, Al, unfortunately, the boss man, any chance of this championship slipping through his fingers right now for 45.
Yeah, well, that's when he ran out of gas and spun it coming into pit road. That was, I guess his race went wrong on that first pit stop when he, for some reason, wasn't able to get gas.
Here comes Kyle and his championship contender. Kyle Julia here, even though he's a little bit further out from the field there to get into the P4. But this could be a pit stop. It's an alternative pit stop. Why not? This will be his last pit stop. He can go to the end of the race right now here. So let's see if it pans out for him, and why not? He's not in a position that he could win the championship unless, of course, he can blow by everybody and get this race win and see if it pans out a little bit further behind him.
So if you're a Matt Harmon, say, and you're in... say you're Herzog, and you pit right now, know that you can go to the end and take a gamble, or what do you, or when do you try to undercut them here and pit before them? And
I would. You've got to try something. If you're a long shot for the championship at this point, I would just try something completely different and do that. Either come in here and get some 4 fresh tyres on and see if potentially later on stay on the lead lap. Then there's a wreck up the road there, and bang! All of a sudden you're right in the front of the field here, and you've got a chance to win the race. And just that's it. That's all you can do is try to win the race. The rest of it is to who finishes behind you and where. That's out of your control.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Because Kyle, as long as Kyle's running in second place,
he'll still win.
There's nobody taking this championship.
But all you can do is try to beat him, and that's all the rest of the championship drivers can do.
And I don't think doing the same thing as him.
No, it won't work. I don't think at all. Here comes Matty. That could be close to speeding in pit road too, Matty.
Oh man, I hope not, because he's taking the gamble here.
Yeah.
To go to the end, and he did that first. He's first to pit.
John
I hope
comes
he
in too. Yeah, well, exactly. Now we got 24 to go. He's going to have the fresh tyres for sure.
28's good. He was not speeding.
Okay, excellent. Yeah. Stevie's in. So Stevie's not in the championship. But once again,
no, he's not. But we really got excited, probably because of that Christmas livery. Because Santa Claus likes to throw snow on the track. So. Thank you.
Subscribe and like. Alright, enough snow. I'm sure you guys over there in the States don't see any more of that. We're having summer in Australia, but a bull or a wet one.
Well,
raining all the time. Kyle, what will you do?
Oh, he's going to stay out until he has to pit. You don't chance it here. You just do what you're supposed to do. Now, Herzog, that's interesting. I think Herzog's going to go on the strategy that he's going to do the same thing that Kyle does, and I'm not going to say Kyle gets in trouble, but in the event Kyle gets in trouble, then he's sitting perfectly out. But I do love the gamble by Harmon. I love that. That's that's what it's all about. Gotta take a chance. You gotta do something different.
Got to risk it for the biscuit, and that is what Matty is trying to do down there in P12, but still in the lead lap. If there's a caution or a reckoning like that, he'll be zooting on by, as the other drivers no doubt will go back in there and get some 4 fresh tyres and a splash and dash. And here he is right now. Kyle's in, race leader. So, and there's Matty. So we'll see. I was going to keep an eye on Matty's lap times too, as you can see there on the timing tower. So playing it safe, bringing Sexy back, and perhaps bringing the triple bypass next gen trophy into his cabinet, racing room cabinet, trophy room, really.
Harmon just ran a 30.416, so that's 1.2 seconds faster than the leaders were running right before they pitted. So he was putting, but I think that they sped up I think they came into pit road a few laps earlier than they anticipated because, Harmon made that move. They didn't want to get undercut too much here. But, again, Kyle's just got to stay out of trouble at this point. It's,
Oh, Mark! That's not the way! You need every crucial millisecond in the moment. He's completely missed his pit stop box.
Oh, man.
For the in and out 57. How many times? This is what I told you, my friend. In your practice, what is he doing?
He wasn't in it. You got to be further in than that. It won't pitch you. Yeah. I did that the other day. I'm not going to lie to you. I did the exact same thing the other day. That is so frustrating for him. That's going to...
And look at this. Look where Matty is right now. And Carl's come out ahead, as well as Sean Bradley and Steve. But look how much Matt has gained up by the undercut. That certainly has paid off, although his tyres aren't going to be just as fresh currently as Kyle is. But, hey, it's as close as he possibly could get to Kyle at this point, isn't it? In the race.
I mean, and the thing is, he took a gamble. And now he's in a spot where if Kyle happens to run into a lap car and gets a little trouble or something like that, he's in a good spot. And unfortunately, man, I hate to say this, but, Mark, I pretty much think that ruined his chances.
Oh, yes.
Man, golly.
Well, you never say never.
He's running so good. I know you don't, but you can't under a green flag pit stop. You can't. He can't recover.
Got to practice boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Practice.
Yeah, that was 17 laps to go. You can't recover from that. If that was under yellow, maybe you recover from it, but green flag pit stops, you don't recover from that. I hate to see that. He's a good guy, and he's been running great all week. Really super nice guy. Hey, look at there. Cunningham tires. Shopping Cunningham tires, everybody.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to see anybody, making mistakes like that there, and after fighting out so hard for the all year long for the championship, and then it just comes one little mistake. It happens to anybody. It could be worse too. You could be in a big wreck there and have a DNF. John will finally come.
So Nas just pitting. Yeah, and of course that's going to put Kyle back up in the lead.
There he goes. Followed closely by Steve. A bit further down the road, he gets past the lap car. There's Sean Bradley. I'm sure Sean's going to do everything he possibly can to try to win this race, because clearly was the quickest car.
I think that lap car was Al Corey.
Oh, yeah, it might have been too, my friend. So that's Al doesn't want to be. Yes, it is. That's poor Al getting lapped now again by the drivers in his championship.
Well, the good thing is when it's somebody like Al, you can almost bet that he's not going to cause a problem. You know what I mean? He's not going to be a factor in messing up somebody's championship because he's a good driver.
Door him, Al. Door him. Look at this. Well, we still got to remember too. These drivers have to be very, very careful. We're going to have 3 wide down the backstretch. As some of the drivers like to get out of the way. Yep, Sean Bradley's hunting down Kyle. He wants this race win, I tell you.
Well, and at this point, if he gets to Kyle's not going to fight him. You don't take a chance.
I don't know. Do as Homer says in the back of the car too. I think he might want to fight him because Kyle. What a way to wrap up the season. You win the last race, and then you win the championship in the last race. So you burn out some work even more.
You could also pull a Homer Simpson and make a mistake and lose his championship, and then it'd be like, seriously, that was the worst Homer Simpson impersonation ever. I won't ever do that again. I apologize to anybody that's listening. That was terrible.
Oh, it's all right, mate. It's okay. It'll do. Will heads down for the final time this season in the Next Gen Cars here at the Triple Bypass Racing League, presented by the James Broadcasting Network. Kyle in the lead. Sean Bradley hunting him down. The pole setter. He wants to go. He's not in the championship hunt. Kyle should take that trophy, but I tell you what, Sean Bradley could spoil the party here and say, I'm going to win the race so I can bring it to you gentlemen next season.
Did Kyle just scuff the wall?
I think he did.
Do you see anything on the incident thing?
Oh, it could have been a car up the road from him, but let's have a look.
Oh, maybe. I thought he scuffed the wall, man. I mean, it's fine, and his car seems to be fine, but it sure did look like he scuffed the wall.
He might have. He's in the dirty air currently at the moment of one of the other cars. That's Kyle. That's unfortunate too, isn't it? That's Kyle, the other championship contender. He's about to lap. So these drivers that are definitely at that point, that's like signed, sealed, and delivered that your championship is done and dusted when you're getting lapped by your championship contender. Yeah. Take your 10 to go now. It'll help Bradley. Is he still working in, mate? Come on, Brad. I mean, I love it. I mean, actually, I'd love Carl to win that anyway, because, what a way to celebrate what a season.
Yes. Yeah, it would be. I think that maybe that's just dust kicking up that's from the debris that settled up there when somebody gets up high. I don't think he actually hit the wall. But he's putting it right out there on the wall. Look at that. Holy cow. My eyesight's not good enough to get that close to the wall anymore.
It's a Japanese Homer Simpson too.
Yep. Here comes Japanese Homer. I'm not going to do it again, folks, so don't worry. You don't cover your ears. There's more Homer Simpson.
And that looked like a tap to the fence as well, too, from Kyle, so it's starting to get a little loosey-goosey. He's going to be... It doesn't look like he's backing off. It looks like he may be starting to fight Sean. Sean now, within 4 tenths, 8 to go, is catching our potential. At the moment, one hand on the trophy and another one almost wrapped around it to give it a big hug will be Kyle. And as you can quickly see, for published one of the last times here this evening, that is our After 13 Races Season 6 here for the TRC. And this man up the road, Kyle, is going to win this on points. If he can finish this next 7 to go.
Yeah, let's not do that. I'm sure he would have wanted to kick you when you said that right there with 7 to go, and Bradley all over his back bumper. We'll see. I really don't think he's going to
fight. Bradley!
What a great camera shot you had of that, man. Bradley's coming. He's trying, but that could have hurt his car there. That was a pretty good little lick.
Oh, it didn't look like it. Yeah, well, again, I think, Carl, these drivers are now doing 31, so that's not bad times. They're in the fastest laps with 30, so they're about just shy of a second slower. Here we go, up the inside. Is he going to fight him?
No.
Come on, Kyle. Don't you want to be doing the burnouts? You'll do burnouts anyway, but don't you want to be just denying anybody else, signed, sealed, delivered there, and say, I'm the champion, nobody can beat me even on the last race?
Yeah. He's in the wrong line there. You can't run that high at Texas. It's hard to hold somebody off just rotating around the bottom like that. But he's
bringing sexy back, mate. He's giving it a go. I'm telling you, he's not going to want to give this one up. They've got a 3-second gap down the road, so you can afford to make a little bit of a mistake. You just can't afford to absolutely slam it in the fence, no doubt. But 5 to go. Here we go. Make that 4.
4 to go from here.
Let's crack it up.
Sean Bradley's got back up to the front of the most of the night. He's had a great night. It's good to see him up there. I think Kyle's good. I think Kyle's not going to battle him anymore. Can't blame him.
He's backed off a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you can't risk a championship here with 3 to go and 4 to go.
The rest of the drivers can. The rest of the drivers all realising at this point, 3 to go, none of them have got a chance of winning the championship at the moment. If they are battling it out for that P2, P3, P4 position, of course they are. I'd throw everything, spanner, the kitchen sink, cats and dogs, and everything at
just for the record, I did recognize that was Jeff Slaughter's car. It took us 117 laps for me to do that, but I did recognize that was Slaughter's car and not Tex Nichols. So telling you, Slaughter got me all week long. All week.
There is the man that's going to win the race, Sean Bradley, and well deserves to. He'd put the car on pole. He's clearly one of the quickest cars. He is the quickest car out on the track as well too for the final time this season. And of course, the man that's a little bit further behind him at the moment has all the smiles on his face there. He knows it already. And with 2 to go, final lap of the race actually now. So this is it.
Yes,
Carl,
final lap.
We'll ride with him a little bit there until we come around to the checkered flag, and then we can switch it back over to Sean Bradley quickly to celebrate.
He's got he had the Michael Waltrip on his dashboard too.
No, yes, he does. Sean Bradley to take the checkered flag for the championship race.
Good run for Sean tonight. Like you said, put it on the pole. He was up front all night. That's a good run.
And there's our champion.
Here comes the champion right there. Man, Kyle, what a year. That's awesome. And Sexy Waltrip will be happy to know. That'd be so funny if Michael Waltrip could see this and like comment somewhere or something. That'd be hilarious. He's gonna probably come up and give him a little bumper now, huh? I thought he was.
He's probably going to wish he'd never been on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, he didn't have the best luck on there. I was sure expecting Kyle.
Oh, Kyle's not doing burnouts, of course. Well, one man will, and Sean Bradley.
Well, you never know. Kyle may take off across the grass there and do some loop-de-loops.
There we go. Well, just as I was waiting for you to do some burnouts, my friend, there it is. Congratulations there, Sean Bradley, taking the final race of the season there. And there's Carl.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
There we go.
They're together, of course, and they're going to do onesies like in Rocket League. Fantastic, gentlemen. What a race, what a season it has been. No beef here. This is celebrating.
Oh, no.
Drivers have, and you are the champion of the Triple Bypass Racing League, Carl Goretzky.
Yes, that was, man, what a fantastic season he's had. Congratulations, yeah. You know, it took a lot of work to get there, and then he ran a fantastic race tonight. He, at no point in time tonight did he give anybody a chance to snatch his championship away.
He does some good burnouts, mate. Look at that. That's all the new particles and stuff like that. I can't even see him. Where are you, Carl?
Practice. Oh, they're back there banging each other up in the background.
That's Mike Weeder and Ward Fisher just having some fun in the final race this time. Mate, not the fun. We know to return those tyres. But there it is. There's the champion.
Can't bang
champion
up the
of the
Santa
world.
paint job, though. Mike Weeder got Santa on there. You can't be hitting the Santa. The kids will get so upset. Oh, here we go. I knew that one more time.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Exactly, for Santa Claus there. And
I apologize, folks.
we know, Kyle, what you got to fit under your Christmas stocking, my friend. A big trophy for the Triple Bypass next gen.
All right. Let's see here. Now we gotta get somebody in here to chat with us.
Yes, sir. We'll show those results here for the final time this season as well, too, as we go over that. Sean Bradley gets the race for the Misfits racing team for the Canada. Canada gets number one on there. And, of course, we mentioned, too, before, Carl gets the championship. Steve getting that third place in this one. He wasn't in the championship contending. Second in the championship was Matt Harmon, who did that undercut strategy. It paid off, didn't he? Manages to get the second highest championship contender there. Jeff Slaughter, good race for him, P5. John Campbell, Thunder from Down Under, will finish at P6 position. Another championship contender, Mark, and we sensed in that pit stop that he made, didn't it? Just really destroyed his chances of running it up the front there with him. Behind him closely, of course, Jason Benson. John, the Nodge, will get P9 and P10 with another Kyle Dooley, if you'd like to go through over the rest of the results.
Kyle Dewey. I know that one.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Yes. It's probably the only one I can pronounce, but... So I was just thinking, the thing about Herzog is, I'm sure that he was beating himself up over that pit stop, but the reality is, didn't matter how good of a pit stop he made there. Kyle was not giving anybody a chance. So don't beat yourself up too hard over that. It's just Kyle was unbeatable this tonight for sure for the season. All right, so who do we want to bring in here first? Do we want to bring in? You decide. Do we want to bring in a championship winner, or do we want to bring in the race winner first, and then
we'll save the best for last. We'll bring in Sean Bradley, of course,
I'll grab
first
him here.
to celebrate his amazing win. He certainly was the. Sean, you were the biggest cowboy in Texas today, my friend. What an absolute race here for the final round there, and a little battle with championship winner at the end there. But Sean, I didn't think anybody was going to stop you from winning this race tonight.
Oh, well, Kyle had a lot of pace when we were on the same strategy. I knew I had to mix it up to try to get a chance at getting past him. So big congratulations to Kyle. Well done on a championship. Well done all season. Well deserved.
Yeah, you had a good race tonight. You put it on the pole. You were fast. I mean, even when Kyle had pace, you were outpacing him, or at least staying with him. I mean, there was no point in time where he was leaving you behind. I mean, you put a nice race together, and got the Japanese Homer Simpson on the car tonight. I'm sure that helped with the win.
Thank you. And just to clarify, this is an esoteric reference to a specific episode. It is Mr. Sparkle.
I was wondering what it was. Yeah, I can't remember. I remember seeing the episode, but I can't remember what he was saying or anything because it's in Japanese.
Yeah. So Anyway, congratulations tonight. You got anybody you want to shout out to since you took home the final race of the year?
Yeah, I already gave a shout out to Kyle. Big shout out to all the guys that put this this race on, sponsoring this race. That's what I'm trying to say tonight. And then huge shout out to Tex for sponsoring the. This is Tennessee Storm Series. Just shout out to them for sponsoring the series this year.
Well, congratulations, because I've been trying to thank Tex Nichols all night myself. In fact, I even called other people's cars his tonight. I gave him several shout outs. So did you. But yes, this is the Tennessee Storm Chasers tonight. And, what a great sponsor they've been all year as well. Congratulations, man. You finished off the season nicely. Look forward to seeing you, next season. I plan on doing a lot of these races. I love them. There was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thanks, and shout out to you guys too. You did an excellent job covering everything this year, so very thankful for that.
Well, you probably haven't listened to tonight's broadcast, but other than that,
don't speak too soon. Thank you very much, Sean.
Several peers of Santa Claus tonight. So, all right, so let's see now.
No, don't do the Santa Claus. Yeah, well. I think we'll keep it short and sweet, so the drivers are probably exhausted as well too. We Steve and Matty were there, of course. Well, it's Kyle finished in P2, and I think Kyle win the championship. So let's hear from the man himself.
All right, there we go. All right, Kyle, congratulations! What a season you had, man.
Yeah, that was a fun little battle there with Sean. It's a great little
nice.
Great little track.
We were debating for 5 laps because we knew you were going to catch. We knew that that he was coming, and we were like, well, is he going to fight him? Is he going to try, or is he just going to let him by? And you gave him a little battle, but then I think you decided, maybe not.
Oh no, I had nothing left for him. I was trying to stick it on the outside, and it was just like not sticking. So. No, I'm always gonna try my hardest to.
I was telling Sean to door you, mate. If it's to get past, no, of course no. They wouldn't do that. You guys are much more pleasant, and responsible drivers than I am.
Well, you guys were, bumper to tail all night long. From the starting grid all the way to the last lap of the race. You two were clearly the class of the field tonight, and. He was fast. We watched you put it. I really did. I was watching you on the outside there, and I saw him twitch a little. Early in the race, in fact, you were on the side of him at one point in time, and he slipped up and almost slipped into you. And we were like, man, I don't know if I'd be sitting there this early in the race. But
Oh yeah, yeah.
y'all,
We had a little. It was actually we actually did get some contact out of that, but that was just
oh, did you?
yeah, it's just us having fun. Yeah, it's just we just go out there and have fun. Sean's somebody I've raced enough to where we're like, yeah, we can run aggressive and clean. I don't think I've ever had a run in with Sean, so
Well, that's the
we
beauty of this league. All you guys, y'all are all good, clean racers. You know who you can trust out there. That's the beauty of the triple bypass league.
yeah, and I mean I've been running with these guys for almost like 3 years now.
Carl, yeah, apart
So
from bringing Sexy back, you're bringing Championship back as well to your Championship room. Another trophy to that one. I think if you had one already, I'm pretty sure you would have one. Over the whole season, what's been your high points, your low points, your favorite? What would you feel be your favorite race? You'd say overall in this 13 race season.
Well, first off, I wasn't expecting to be able to run this full season, so this was a definite surprise to even be here. But yeah, I'd say my favorite like race probably was the finish of the we had the Michigan race where me and I think it was Chad were dead sideways off of turn two. We both smacked the wall and kind of came down to the final lap
that
there
was
for the win.
I called that race, and man, yes, both of you ended up hitting the wall. You hit it first, and we thought you threw away the race win, and then he hit it, or was it vice versa? I can't remember now, but what that was a fantastic finish. I wish I had a clip of that because I sure would love to play that. That was fantastic. That was the best finish I called all season. Yeah, that was fantastic, man. So now I think the question is somebody needs to get Michael Waltrip a message to let him know that you won a championship with the sexy Waltrip paint job and the Michael Waltrip in a bikini top profile picture. He needs to know that.
I think Ryan Hyatt here I think has mentioned to him something. So I think it has at least gotten there, or at least the word "sexy Waltrip" has gotten to him. So
That's funny. And he's the type of guy that could actually like send you a message or something. He's a
yeah, it
mess.
seems like he has a good sense of humor.
Oh, he's hilarious. Yeah, he's a fun guy for sure. Well, again, man, congratulations. What a season, what a race tonight. And like you said, what a just fantastic season, especially not knowing you were going to be in the running. I'm sure you got some shout outs. Let's hear them.
Yeah, shout out to the league first off. Just good fun racing. Everyone here is great. If anybody here wants to watch some dummy do a bunch of different races, maybe not to the highest level, check out my YouTube channel, Sexy Waltrip. I stream all these races, including this one. So yeah, come check it out. I do different things. We should be hopefully doing production car challenge and the Roar and Daytona 24 and a whole bunch of stuff. So if y'all want to check that out.
Yeah, I didn't know you did road racing too. That's awesome. Good job.
Oh, dude, I love road racing.
Oh,
I am
turn left and right. Yeah, that's a true champion right there.
Yeah, no, it's great. I mean, but again, that's iRacing, and that's also like the benefits of a league like this. There's a little road racing in there too.
Get you on the Bathurst 12 hour. I'll
racing.
sign you up there, Carl. Got a team.
Oh, I've already done one, man. I've already done 1,000.
We'll
get
get you in the
there.
Daytona 24 in there. All right, well, sounds good.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, again, congratulations. What a season. So happy for you. It was you were entertaining and you ran it all the way to the end there. You didn't lay back or anything. You were still racing for the race win right there on the last lap or two. So congratulations.
Yeah, thank you guys, and thanks for covering that. Glad to kind of give you a little show there for the final 3 laps.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. I was going to say, put your cowboy hat on and go, yeah, you've done it. You've done it, Carl. You're down here in Texas. You got to celebrate. You got to be excited. You've got it. No, you've won. This is yours.
My lack of enthusiasm is just because I've been up since 3 in the morning. So
okay. We'll let you go
tired.
celebrate, Pop. And once again, mate, thank you very much. So, Carl, of course, the champion of, let's just say the champion of the world. You are the champion of the world in this part of the world, in this division of the world, in this league.
Indeed, he is. And congratulations. You are the next gen triple bypass champion this season. All right. Thanks again, buddy. Congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
All right. You want to bring anybody else in, or I guess we're probably.
That's it.
probably
We'll wrap it up. I think everybody's a
As-
bit exhausted
as-
as well too. I was seeing if Al was around it. To
Well,
thank
as
him
Al
out for a
Corey,
quick chat, but
as Al Corey says, I'm paying you guys by the hour. Get off of here.
all right. Well, there's once again your results for the final race this season. We know we've crowned a champion, but a big hats off to the rest of the drivers that are all there as well too. Some of the drivers had to have everything work out for them this evening in order to steal it away from Kyle. Unfortunately, they could not get it. So, but they were in it to win it, and you always have to be in it to win it. So a big shout out to all those drivers, all the sponsors, of course, that get behind the triple bypass, which is not over yet. More racing still to continue, more cars. And that's it from me, Jim, if you'd like to wrap it up too.
Yeah, no, I just want to, thank everybody in Triple Bypass. I came on mid to late season and ended up doing quite a few of their races, and they've been extremely welcoming to me and informative, sharing a lot of information with me so that I had some things to talk about. And, and I really, truly enjoyed the racing. Every single championship race that I covered, they were still battling in the last couple of laps with things on the line. It was all exciting. There's none of these. Well, the race is over, the season is over, we're just having fun now. There was none of that. Every single race, through every championship, there was things to be decided, and that's exciting. And it's been good, clean racing. No incidents to speak of, and so just thank James for putting me in on this, and I really enjoyed working with the Triple Bypass guys. In fact, I joined the league myself, so when I'm not commentating, I'm going to start running a few races with them.
Thank you very much. Good night, everybody. Stay safe. Happy holidays if we don't see you again soon. But there's always more racing on the JB Broadcasting Network. Good night.